Up this story, but let's just focus on the Uber story. So this week and last week, I have got accepted to do nursing, and like I said, I'll talk about that part in a separate video, but I'll talk about this just based on Uber story. So basically, I collected this particular uh, schedule. What do you guys call this? Schedule trip, and the trip is to go to the hospital, to the airport. She's going away, I get away, a weekend getaway. So having a bit more sun. Melbourne is too windy and too cloudy. And I try to double confirm with her because she's been working, you know, Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney, Brisbane. I said to her, "Are you a politician?" And obviously she blurted out, "I'm a nurse." And I explained to her that I'm one step away on signing that paperwork and getting registered to study as a nursing. And I explained to her why I didn't do it, as the field has a very, very high demand on nursing. But I never understood why. Why nursing? Nursing, it's stability, it's government payroll, it's in hospital, or there's like aged, there's a variety of jobs. People need their health to be looked after, whether in a hospital, community setting, aged care setting, disability setting, whatever. So yeah, so I communicated with her and tried to have a double confirmation, is it true that it's a high allegation in regards to negligence. She said yes. There is a high ratio of patient equivalent to the nurses. Nurses at times unable to spend time with the each individual, maybe half an hour or 1 hour, for reassurance or whatsoever. Patients will be, whether they have the surgery or whether they have some virus, whether they are dumped down a medication, may not know the exact time or the moment. To them, they'll be sleeping all day, or perhaps they have been, or if you're sleeping all day, or perhaps they've been drowsy or not knowing. 5 minutes time goes by, to them it's like 5 hours. Allegations of negligence. So she told me a story in the UK that uh, a, a middle term to long term stay in the psych ward. A nurse has been, allegation has gone through that phase. The entire UK knows her name. That the patient has filed for, you know, sexual conduct which lead to pregnancy. Now, obviously, based on what she's been telling me, the nurse has not engaged a malpractice with a sexual relation with the patient. So this has to go on because this is the procedure, and they go on and go on, and it's gone to the stage to the court case that it turns out the allegation was falsified. But what made matter worse is the fact that her face, her name, the entire country knows about it. So she had to change career. Stories like that can happen to any of the nurses in the field. So it is made me started to realize those times that I take my client to the hospital, and many of the nurses are putting a smile on their face, being happy, and try to attend to the people who need. But it was the system, understaffing, racial, which lead to this allegation. and it was designed to be allegation. So therefore, I've decided not to sign that paperwork and study entry-level nurse. If I did sign it, I will be studying on the 5th of November this year. Fixed days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Kangan Institution in Essendon. I have to throw that in the bin because the consequences like that, and also, like I said, I want to get more further detail on the next video, which is not going to be titled Uber Story. So that's a fun fact. And yeah, I got a huge respect for the nurses out there. And yeah,